and he has a mustache and a full beard, kind of like that guy. And and I was right?
Yes.
And then I said, did you have a little brother? And but you already told me you had a brother, but I didn't know if it was little or big. But I said you had a little brother, and then I said you had a little other brother, but apparently you have a little sister. And I picked up on that. She looks more like your dad with brown eyes, and she has like a big kind of Mexican face or whatever, and her hair's short, kind of like a boy. Anyways, and is what I was picking up on. You know what I mean? Is that what she looks like? And then your little brother, he kind of looks like you, right? Like,
He looks like my mom.
like your mom, like kind of like your forehead though, right?
My brother?
Yeah,
Well, we all have big foreheads.
yeah, but your little sister has different, like, she has a different, thicker,
Yeah. She has a
diamond
different
shaped,
mom than me.
different hairline and stuff. Yeah, and a way different nose. Your little sister.
She does, yeah.
Yeah, and so, but your dad kind of has like your nose.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Everybody
psychic.
says we're twins.
Psychic. Seeing it, and you know the shape of your eyes is kind of like his too, like the almond shape, pretty stuff.
Just not the color.
Yeah, so I'm psychically picking that
They
up,
can't see it, huh?
and then and then I'm picking up on let me see I think Jasper, something like that. Jasper. Yeah, I don't know, that's a cool name. I don't know, this came to me. Like.
I mean, I know a girl that has a son named Jasper.
Oh, really? See, that's.
But I don't know that kid.
Okay, well, either way, don't. Okay, do you live upstairs and you have a blue rug when you walk in, a little blue rug, right? And then there's white tile, and is it upstairs? Like
It is upstairs.
right when you walk up the stairs, there's your door, and you have white tile or not?
I have tile. It's not white.
It's not white, but do you have a blue little rug that's just wipe your feet on?
Yeah, but it's not in front.
What?
It's not in
Is
front.
it towel? Okay, whatever this is, I'm just seeing this part. Blue,
I
yeah.
have a blue blanket that I use all the time.
For the wipe your feet off of?
No.
Well, never mind. Okay, just like to wipe up spills or something.
No, I really just let my cat lay on it.
Okay, well then let your cat lay on it. I don't know, maybe. And then on the outside is on the back the balcony is kind of like leftover red paint or something. Okay, well never mind. Okay, and then when you walk in, I don't know. Does your brother live with you? Oh, you live on your own, right? You don't? Oh, okay. Well then I'm wrong about that. I'm losing it, so I don't know what else I'm gonna pick up on.
No, because maybe you're just sensing a guy.
Oh, the guy.
Different lens.
Okay. But he's like your little brother or something? I don't
Annoying
know.
like a brother, yeah.
Yeah.
We fight like he's my brother, yes.
I don't know. Like when you walk in, on the left is your kitchen, and your right's living room, and then you walk through, then there's a bathroom, and then in front of you is like the bedroom in that apartment looking thing. Is that how it really is? On the left is your kitchen, and then on your right is wrong. Opposite. Well then I'm wrong, and I don't care. I don't know. I might be, but thanks for making me want to be right. But I was right about your siblings and your dad. That was fun.
It's like you seen him for something
In your
head.
yeah, it's in my head. That's where it really is. That's where you see it. So it makes it more crazier. And only you can get confirmation through y'all saying yes or no. And it's like charades. Just explain what you see in your head. What you see is what you get, and that's it. You can't just because it comes off you. You're the story that sheds off your memories, and I just around you can remember.
It's like energy.
Yeah, remember your own life and stuff. And that's how it kind of works. Okay, that was that for right now. Just because I got a hit, you were at a boy baby shower. That was cool, right? You said yes. Thank you. And then, hello. Okay, this is the last time I get to sit in this chair. Have this chair. Well, not sit. Maybe have this chair because I'm giving it away. It's supposed to be my Yosville psychic chair where the guest sits on it, or I sit on it and I read them, or whatever. It's the first thing, only piece of furniture I had in here besides my ottoman over there. This ottoman right here, and this chair I had, and I put my computer on this chair. So yeah. Anyways, the second story. Went to the gas station, and I just was so hungry, and I looked everywhere in that store. There was nothing I could eat everything I was allergic to. So I just decided to look at this drink, and I was like, oh, that's cool green, and maybe it's healthy. And so I got it. But actually, my food stamp card, which I was, wasn't working on their machine, and the cash register person, I've met her before this, like the second time in this gas station, I think, I don't know, and she was a Taurus, and I forgot that, and I was like, that's my favorite sign, and then so I tried to guess her. I was like, are you like a Virgo or Libra? Because Libra's kind of close to Venus. It is Venus or whatever. And so and Virgo's like earthy, and it's my second favorite sign. So, but I was wrong. I mean, she's like, yeah, she's a Taurus. And this other girl, she was trying to check me out, and my food stamp card wouldn't work. And she wanted me to guess her, and I couldn't guess her. And I said Capricorn. I was going to say Gemini, but I said Capricorn. She says, no, she's a Pisces. And I'm like, oh, you're a nice sign. She says, no, not really nice. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm a nice Pisces customer. And someone, while I was doing that, I was like, what's your sign? The person behind me, and there was this guy, and he didn't say anything. So when I was trying to scan the thing, and he put down like $5 or something. He's like, I want some kind of cigarettes or whatever. I was like, are you? And he's like, no, I was like, August. Are you born August? And he's like, yeah, August. And I was like, you're a Leo. And then the clerk person says, is that right? And he says, yeah, I'm a Leo. and I'm like, I was right, bitch. Yes. And then he's like, and I kept trying to do and he said, get that too. He meant my drink. What a nice, generous Leo. Leos are generous, and that's so sweet. And he's like, how'd you know that I was a Leo? And I was like, because you have this exotic, glowing light energy, and I could just feel. And they like to put that light on to others and take it away. And that's how they like to punish people. Like giving them this light and then trying to take it away from them. And that's funny. And I was like, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to pay for my drink. I'm gonna get it for this. And I can't. And the clerk person just ignored me. And then he said, did you get the drink too? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, thank you so much. I'm gonna give you a psychic reading. And I was like, where are you going? And he goes, I'm going to Tulsa. And I'm like, okay. Well, I'm going to give you a psychic reading. Do you know what that is? And I was like, never mind. Do you have a son, right? You have a son, right? And he's like, yeah. And he's walking towards his car, opening his door. And I said, your woman is in Oklahoma, right? And he's like, yeah, right. And I was like, does she have curly hair? And she's kind of heavyweight. And he's like, yeah, she does. She has a perm. And I was like, and she has like light brown hair. And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, you were right. And then I was like, do you have a brother? But he has dark hair. And because this Leo has the blonde Leo-like hair. And but his brother has dark hair. He's like, yeah. And then he's like, trying to light a cigarette. And I'm like, oh, don't do that, because I'm allergic. And he's like, you are, huh? Well, and I'm like, yeah, I'm allergic. Okay, can I record this? And he's like, I don't got time. And then I was like, well, this is your time. And he's like, I gotta go. And I'm like, okay, no, you don't. This is the only thing that you have time for. This is the time. Because there's no other chance. Do you ever run into anybody like me every day? No, I don't think so. Do you ever get a chance to talk to angels like this? No. Because I was going to get to that. Like, and he says, you don't. And he's like, here you go. And I'm like, okay. Well, then that was it. And didn't go closer than that. Could have been an angel. I think there was an angel around him. And, oh yeah, I picked up on his mother too. I picked up on something about his mother. and she could have been in spirit. I'm not sure, but I didn't get to tell him, so I don't know. But something about, I said something else that was right too, but I don't remember. And I was getting closer to the spiritual world. Moved away from me, just like that. The light took it away. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh, you were right. You got me. You got it." And he just drove off. I'm like, okay. Well, that's the story of. That's the glory of. And then when I went to talk to Gemini, he's like, "Where's my chair at?" And I'm like, I'll go get it. Bye. Well, whatever. And so I'm coming to get the chair, my Yosville chair, the Yo World chair. That's it. Beautiful velvet and blue. And well, and then as I turned towards a stop sign, there was this guy outside. I was like, "Hey, are you a Leo?" And he's like, "What?" And he came up to I was like, "What?" And I rolled down my window a little bit, and he started walking away. And I was like, "Hey, are you a Leo?" And then he came back, and then because he had a cigar in his mouth, but I don't think it was lit. And then I rolled down the window. I was like, "Are you a Leo?" And then he's like, "What?" And then I rolled up the window again when he got closer. He's like, "Why are you doing that?" And I was like, "Goes for a cigarette." He's like, "You need a cigarette?" I was like, "No, are you a Leo?" God. And it's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Can I give you a second reading? You're the second Leo that I just guessed today." And like, "Oh yeah?" And I was like, "Do you have a daughter?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Do you have a son?" He says, "No." And I'm like, "Well, is there, there's probably just a guy kid that hangs out with your daughter. I don't know what's going on." He's like, "Okay." And then he started walking away. Okay, I could have got something, I don't know, but at least I got the Leo thing and he had a daughter. I was right about that. Good God, give me a chance. There's more to it than that, you know? Okay, psychic little hits there. So I'm going to try to collect, setting it to record it. Plus, when I turned on my computer, the battery wasn't good enough to even let it record. So, not even a few seconds. So, whatever, it's clever. Doodles, share. Yeah, those are the only furnitures that I had here in my laptop. Are you kidding? Like 5-something years ago now. 6 years ago. Yeah. Moving in here. Wow, I have another psychic true story. I have like 3 stories, but I don't remember the rest of them. But this is the one that happened just a few seconds ago. I was walking and I saw this chick yelling at her boyfriend, I guess. And I was just like, it happens. It's every day. And then I said, "Hey." She said, "Hey." And then I was like, "What's your astrology sign?" She's like, "What?" And I'm like, she said Leo. And I'm like, "Okay, groovy. And that's probably why you're fighting with your boyfriend." And she said, "He's Leo too." And I was like, "Oh, that's probably why y'all fighting." It's like a never ending love story about just fighting for each other and love. That's what I said. And I know what it's like. I'm with Gemini and we have scream matches or whatever, but whatever. It's us fighting for each other because we love each other. That's all. Hobby. And then I started giving her a second reading. I saw 2 daughters that she had in spirit. One of them had hair up to here and was curly, but also in her life, her hair was down to here. Long, long, long. And apparently they both have long hair down the knees, and theirs very curly, like I said, and it looks kind of like her. But the youngest one had a bigger face and a pointier nose that looked like a bird nose kind of thing. And the first one had a more of a peg nose, but the mother, she had like a little ball butt nose, a little long but a brown ball at the end. And I was right, so that means I cyclically saw her 2 spirits of her daughters with a memory of it. And I saw that the oldest one had a white long sleeve turtleneck shirt, and I was right about that because I said one of them has a turtleneck long sleeve shirt. And she says, yeah, it's the older one. I was like, yeah, I was about to say that's the older one. That's the one I was seeing in my vision, so it must be real. And I explained this, the whole entire thing about how I thought about how this is happening right in front of before us and stuff. It's really cool that I could see things. And again, finally, she had the light, you know? It was really cool. And it's basically, and I kept on explaining how they looked and stuff. And that's all I could freaking do at the time. That's one psychic hit, few psychic hits that I got, and it was really cool. And then I had 2 other psychic readings that I did, I don't know, but I didn't ever get to record it. And man, I talk a lot fast about astrology, trying to get you into astrology, telling you what you have a rising sign, you have a moon sign, you have this and that, guess what it is? Oh yeah, I was gonna look her birthdays up. Her birthday was August 17th, just like my best friend's. That's a Leo. And her year is 1979, and then she was born at 3:01 a.m. Yeah, so I'm gonna look up her birth chart and see what that actually entails, because she actually knew. That was really cool to talk to her just for the hell of it. Like, you know, I just sit there and if anybody was around me and I'm confined somewhere, I've talked to somebody, talk to her. I can like pick up on stuff. And that's what it's all about. And like the stuff that I was talking about, like how, you know, people just walk away and they're just douchebag retards, or like, oh, they say it's weird when I ask them what's your astrology sign. Anybody that came around, I would ask what's your astrology sign. They would just be like, you know, walking around. They're just like walking. I just ask everyone what their astrology sign is if I see them, if they see me, or like, I want to know, you know, it's like my goal to know. And it's like I'm on this alien planet, always freaking searching for Jesus, God, and everyone, and inside of you, and spirits around you, and the knowledge of you, and what you are. What are you, creatures? What is this? Like, literally, I just landed. I'm still every single day existing, and so do you, and it deeply matters, okay? And it's really fun to guess the guess game of astrology, and like it's like a part of me, and being psychic and stuff like that, blah blah. So talk is what I do, and I see and I hear and I communicate with spirit, and it's really awesome. So like, I want everyone to give me their phone number, and I will call them privately somehow. And I don't want everyone to know your phone number, so you won't be stalked and stuff like that. So there have to be a private way to give them to me, so I can do psychic readings over the phone. Since I'm psychically juiced right now, and this is the time. This is the hour, this is the time, this is the hour, this is going to be the magical power I get to actually provide for myself and about you. If you're readable, if you're that lucky one, if I'm fucking lucky to be psychically reading y'all, that's exactly what happens. Even just little bits of pieces of things that I can pick up on, it can turn to anything. It's amazing. So let me do it, because it's dumb if you don't let me. Because have you ever had a psychic tell you shit, or did you just like walk around aimlessly, dumb, with your chicken head cut off, and like get back to life and what works for you on Earth? Because you know it's connected to your heaven. Okay, toodles, whatever, it's clever. It was just an awesome conversation. So cool. It talked about how I saw Jesus and everything, you know, and she told me some really nice things she had to say about that. Like, it's just you. It's the best thing to be is be you, you know, no matter what, you know, other people say about how you approach them and stuff. I'm like, wow, well, I'm glad to get credit for that, because it's exactly something I want to hear, because I'm an outcast loser, right? A reject. But the psychic person, you didn't give a chance. Your luck, you're lost, idiots. My gosh, like for real. Anyways, be good, kind to everyone, and informative of everything that you are. Connect with your souls. Play charades in the spirit. Do it, and you can see God and all that you've ever wanted whenever it happens, at the time it happens, and you can see it and hear it. And do it all, and that's the whole game. The whole feeding of purpose, anything. You can see whatever you see. So, do that, challenge yourself, or don't. I mean, indeed, I'll do it for you. Or do it, and you can do it. You get the chance to do that. Kind of got a little bit in Aries to do that. Wait. Okay, I have a psychic story or whatever, just so I can remember it, put it in my documentaries or whatever. It doesn't really matter, it's gonna be kind of fast and sloppy. Nobody cares. So, fuck it. I mean, whatever. Okay, I'll just talk about that after. Okay, like I was on the internet and you can't even see the picture of this person's face, and I asked them what their astrology signs, like I do every fucking buddy. They said Aries, and then, I don't know if I looked at their birth chart or whatever, but I just picked up on that, when he was little, he had brown hair, and that he had a blue shirt on with, like a big white stripe on this side and a little stripe on the other side. And, he had shorts on, and his socks were high, and, he had, Pacific, like, baseball cleats or something like that. Shoes. And then I also picked up on that this old man came to his house and said, we're gonna sit down now, and he took his retainer out of his mouth, the kid, and the old man had a suit on and some cowboy boots, and he had pantyhose over his head, and they were like gray pantyhose colored detail. Hello, how could I guess that? And then that he had like false looking teeth, but I don't know if they were false or whatever, but he smelled like peppermint in my psychic visions, and that was true because he used to cover up the smell of coffee and cigarettes with peppermints. And that's like the guy who's the guy's like 40 something now, but in my visions I could see when he was a little kid, living at his dad's house, and that the old man that came there, it turns out, was fired or something, and he wanted to get revenge by stealing from his dad. So this is what he was doing, and the kid just happened to be there while he was in there stealing stuff with a toolbox, and that was true. Wow, whatever, like a tackle box, like a fish box, like a tackle box with, you know, like hooks and fake fish in it. He came and brung that to steal with it. And then I could see you go into the door, and then on the right side is the shelf against the wall behind you, where your computer and stuff can be. And then like a desk, and then in front of you is like the bed on the right, and then in front of the bed on the right is the bathroom, and then on the left is a door and a hallway to go to the kitchen. And he would bring a chair into the bedroom. I don't remember what it looked like, but I told him what it looked like. And then I also, I don't remember, but those are some of the things I picked up on. I don't know, I can't remember everything, but it's one of those psychic readings I did. And I hope I can do more and actually record it, because I can't remember everything, and people, you can't rely on them to remember anything, and people don't give a fuck about this evidence that I have recorded anyways. They think it's useless. I've asked several people to look at it, and a lot of people, I don't know, just strangers, like, on the internet, like, I send it to them, like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? I don't care. Or they think it's cool and they just want one, or I don't know what to do then. Not everyone's readable. So I'm just gonna keep recording what I can. But people are really mindless and they don't care, and they choose to stay dumb. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. But that's the psychic reading. I just want to get that out there. Like in my little diary documentaries, so I can remember. I want to remember the shit that I picked up on, you know. Even if it's little things. I have like 3 other times I did psychic stuff, but I didn't get to record it. And that's just irritating. Because I have to have a witness for you to believe this story, obviously. And I don't even remember what I used to always preach, or what I preach about, like when I'm trying to prove I'm psychic and this is how you do it, when we can all do it. It's like charades. You just say what you see with your fucking mind. It makes it even worse because it's all in your fucking psychotic mind and the way I act and how I'm defensive and how I'm like, ooh, you know, like it just throws them off as well. Like they would, no one listens to me, no one gives a fuck. And I mean, oh my god, it's just like stupidest people that I want. I mean, you can't reason with. I mean, the people who want to debate, that's fine, and they want to do their dumb thoughts and talk about how they're one book away from being a believer. Who gives a shit saying that you believe? That does not give you power. It doesn't give you nothing but a little bit of really make you feel different. So what? That's not going to make you start miraculously seeing spirits just because you believe in them. They don't require you to believe in them. They don't owe you nothing. And you obviously don't owe them, but if you can see them and hear them, you should speak for them and listen to them instead of ignore them. When you can take this with you towards other people, and you don't have to have permission, like people say. That's crazy. We don't have permission to like look at each other and hear each other. Like there's no boundaries once you can see in the spiritual world. That's fucking bullshit. If you can pick up on it, you're allowed to hear it, listen to it, and you're allowed to see it. Get over your fucking self. You don't just like you don't have time to ask for permission. There's this thing as asking spirits anything. I mean, maybe you can, but it's always with the other person. Like you're the phone, and they're using you because you can see them and hear them. So you have to explain everything about them to confirm that they're real to the person who's a living person. Like I've been doing on all my psychic readings. Like, how can I really fucking stress this enough? I mean, like you'll listen to some fake ass person and pay attention to everything they say and like be a little believer of that, but when it comes to my truth, okay, you fucking like just totally say no. A lot of people are rejecting like that. I don't know. And then when I say that, then they want to reject me because they're like, oh, a lot of people like don't like you because you're outcast. I'm not going to either. Block, 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 block. Fuck. What the fuck? And it's really stupid for sure. But I met this, wanted meeting them, but somebody was psychic, and they said I don't see no benefits in recording, talking to spirits, or doing the psychic stuff or whatever. I just keep it to myself, and what? That's bullshit. So, like, why would you want to keep this to yourself? When I kept it didn't record it before, I was doing amazing. Then I finally started recording it. Still got amazing stuff, but God, my computers don't do, not on time, not good enough. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. It's very, very, very frustrating. Because I didn't record this one. I don't know how to screenshot anything. I don't know how to use things. I'm retarded. I don't know how to screenshot anything. I don't know if anyone would show me. They know how to screenshot everything. But I lost all those messages anyways. Because they're gone. On Yosville. They don't save. But yeah, just talk to people on Yosville. Some people are into being psychic, and some people are psychic. I mean, hello, that's how I did a lot of my readings before, and then I started doing it in person. This is when I started out at. It's really cool. I'm not making any sense. I'm tired as fuck. I gotta go to sleep. I'm so tired. It's August 19th, 2021. And it is 6:56 a.m. I'm not a morning person, but I've been like staying up all night and trying to stay up half the day. Like, I don't know what to do, sleep or stay up, and it's like too bright anyways. With my light off, it's not that bright because I have curtains, but oh my god, okay, this is too long. Bye, toodles. Oh my god. I just wanted to remember that little reading, just hurry up, get it out there, and put it with the other ones, the stories. Yeah, there's so much to say and I'm not doing it. Toodles.